thank you guys for
Calm
showing
down.
up. We'll see you next time.
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm really sorry that this is how it had to be. This is really not for, I'm looking around, I see people that are in City Hall, who've been in City Hall. This is for the people that aren't involved as much as
Really?
you guys. Yes.
You're excluding other
I'm not
people.
excluding you, Tony. Come on, man.
Well, then
People
just
that are not
carry
involved
on.
as much as us. Rachel doesn't even live in town.
Carry
What are you
on.
talking
We
about?
live in Girls Guide.
I own a home and you don't own a home.
Wait,
I live in
That's exactly what this isn't
Levenheim.
about.
You live in Girls Guide.
Have you been watching me?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I actually live in your district, so to say
don't-
this
this is
isn't
a
for people
Encinitas.
This
that
is
are
crazy.
involved, that's not okay.
This is nuts,
All right.
right? I'm crazy?
George, thank you very much.
I would just call the cops and have them come over.
You know,
I'm
just so you know, this is my first time
This is
coming, and I've lived in
insane.
Encinitas for 30 years. And I'm appalled right now. I'm not saying anybody's out of line, but I'm appalled. I am trying to hear right now an opportunity. I don't care if it's recorded or not.
Thank you.
But,
That's what we want to do.
but if I want to hear what the gentleman has to say, I really I really don't want to listen to arguments.
Yeah, I don't
just
either.
walked Hi there. Hi. Same thing. So I know and I are Paul, so I would love to hear you talk.
Yeah.
Do we really care if it's recorded at the moment?
I do, yes.
Take notes.
It's part of being in public office.
I think it's
Tony doesn't make the rules, he's not there anymore.
Can I speak
It's part of being in public
for,
office. I was recorded countless times.
can I speak for 3 to 5 minutes
Yeah,
uninterrupted?
in
Just
public, remember? Yeah, in public.
Sure, go ahead. You want to speak for
Have some respect. Have some respect, Tony. Have some respect.
Guys,
Listen, this is not a requirement. I'm not sure what you did when you were in office for 12 years. And this is not a requirement. This is just not what's not. It's one of those things I just wanted to get out into the community and start to create an interaction with everyday citizens in Encinitas that don't know necessarily what's going on in Encinitas. I'm telling you right now, this group up front, everybody included, both quote sides, know what's going on in Encinitas. You guys stay attuned, you're online, you're on all you know the documents, you know where to look, all those things. There's a lot of people, like probably the other 60,000 Encinitians that don't know what's going on. That's the
And I'd
group,
like to know.
that's the group that I'm really trying to reach right now. If you're involved and you know, you're a lawyer in town, know the everything legally that's going on, you spent a lifetime doing it, you're not the one that's not in the know. If you spent 12 years at City Hall in the job, you know what's going on. Whether you like it or not, we have different opinions on how we get from here to there. Right? This is one of those communities that's the top of the world. We have a lot of issues in this town that are not dire. They are nice to haves, not need to haves. Does that make sense? And I just want to make sure I'm not here for a side, any sides. I'm here for a better Encinitas. We incorporated in 1986 and we went from a community of very distinct little sects, and we never quite held hands. We got together and we touched fingers, and we kind of stayed that way for the last 40 plus years. But the fact of the matter is right now, this city has more capability if we just come together and stop arguing about the little things in between. Right? A street here, a street there, but the whole thing, the way this thing operates, from west to east, from east to west, north to south, however, whatever direction you want to talk about it, but as a group, as an Encinitas that stops touching fingers, starts holding hands, and hopefully at one day actually links arms and moves forward together. So what we're arguing is about how we get from here to there, and that's where all of the divisive conversation. I don't participate online. I don't look online. I don't do any of it because it's contentious. It just doesn't belong. It's not helping us get further in where we want to go. It was really going to be meant to be asking questions from citizens that aren't really all that involved and aren't really that heard, right? There's, again, the front row, I can see for the most part, I've seen every single one of you come and speak at City Hall a number of times. Again, I think you know what's going on. It's that other group. It's that other group that wants to be informed and be a little bit more powerful for, it's all right, we're probably gonna be done. We're gonna, yeah. So, I appreciate everybody coming down, and if there's, this is not a stump to chump, you know, I don't know everything, I haven't been here for 12 years, I've been here for 20 weeks. And a big part of the reason I did this in the first place is because of some of the lack of the leadership that I saw in this city. And it's divisive, and I'm just not into it.
I think it'd be good if, like, I know I'm somebody who is involved and knows everything, and I'm happy to leave because I do think it's really important for you to meet with those people who haven't had that chance.
Yeah.
And maybe some of us, which I know I can be part of, the louder people in the room, you know, I think it'd be respectful if we left and gave those people that showed up a chance to talk to him.
Hey, Luke, let me offer just a quick perspective.
Hey, Mark, go ahead.
You and I have never had a conversation.
Yeah,
I
I've never
didn't-
heard from Luke
Hold on,
either.
I didn't come to any of your meet and greets, I've testified in front of you, you know me as an activist. But a community engagement opportunity is an opportunity for you to hear me to hear you face to face. When I go up to the dais, I'm not having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
To presume that we're here for anything more than that, I think goes a bit far. And I don't understand the phone
This,
thing,
yeah.
but to look at these people who are involved, how many of us have you ever sat down with in a forum or otherwise and actually had a conversation?
Lots of
I
people.
sat down with the kid now, I
I know.
mean, they've invited me to
But a
come.
lot of us, this
I mean,
is,
I was blocked on your Instagram and then
No, you were
unblocked.
not.
Yes, I was. I have screenshots.
Chill out. You need to relax. Like, this is
Guys,
crazy.
look,
I came to
I'm just
interact
saying,
with
look,
my
nuts.
council
This is
members.
not working clearly.
since you've been on the dais,
Thank you, Leah.
since you've been on the dais and expressed opinions on various things, this is the type of opportunity that we have to come and hear more about those positions. It's not nefarious, it's not,
I get that. I
Improper.
just, the start out, I was saying, please don't record this. It's not
and
what
you're
this
elected
is.
official, you can't do that.
But I don't have to
I
be
think
here.
a lot of it is because of
I don't have to be
the
here.
nefarious ways that videos are being used against people, including myself, including all these women, mostly women.
Like,
And
you guys
so,
been doing for years.
and so I think that's the problem with it, but I don't know.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If, I don't wanna offend anybody here, and like I said, I've been here over 30 years behind Encinitas, so I'm not like brand new to Encinitas. Very, very interested in this. But if this, because we've got sides and we've got videoing, I hear all the issues that everyone's saying, and some of you, I've seen your stuff, by the way. If we invite you into our home for our neighbors, are we allowed to do that? So that there isn't a recording and all that, and people don't have to be there, just so I can talk to you?
Done that a number of times.
Because if it's not gonna happen here, which my husband and I both took time off to do this.
Sorry about that.
I just wanna make sure we have an opportunity, because we are very concerned of the growth and what's happened on our neighborhood behind 7-Eleven, by the way, big, huge thing.
Yeah.
So we're very concerned about this, but I don't wanna offend anybody here or not be friends with anybody who was on here before, who's on here now. The women, the people here, we're all interested, okay?
Yeah,
So, great, so we can call you
absolutely.
and invite you, and you will come to our home.
Yeah, we'll just have a date, do the whole thing.
Okay,
I've done this for multiple portions of our community. Again, this was intended to be one of those things that's a little bit more, just informational, a little bit of people that are afraid to get up and speak on the dais for whatever reason. Public speaking is one of the number one fears in the world, and some people are very good at it, some people aren't so good at it, and some people are afraid of it. And so their voices don't get heard at all.
It's going good. Keep it going. Let's just start talking.
Sure.
I think you should go.
I think you should just tell him, don't use this, don't let these people get to you.
I honestly, this is a first of a first. I honestly have been trying to do this since before,
Right.
spring break and whatnot. Been
Yeah.
busy, trying to learn the ropes and some other things. I'm still busy. I'm still a full-time father, still working, full-time, JV lacrosse coach. So I got a lot of other stuff going on that effectively and efficiently I'd like to get through this, but I just don't wanna be up here, and again, I don't speak as a politician, I'm not here for size, I'm never leaving Encinitas as far as politics, I'm not going north, I'm not going east. I have one concern, is to protect Encinitas. That's from outside interest, that's from outside the city. The county, which is why we first incorporated, and right now, the state has taken the place of the county, and they've diluted the pressure or their responsibilities down to the cities. They're making the city councils take on the responsibilities of what they're causing up north. It's exactly what the county was doing back in the 80s and before. And there's requirements that our city is now being held to, that it's not really their place to do. And there's ways to stop it, and this year they have 2,500 plus legislations coming down, with a large preponderance of that being them reaching into our city in every which way. So the different legislations don't necessarily match up in one at a time, but they link together like a puzzle. And when you put them together, it really ties our hands, as the previous council liked to say, and it does. But the difference is right now we're attempting to fight that. And the people here want to fight that. And that's what my major concern is. Yes, a sidewalk here, a sidewalk there, a street needs to be paved. I hear all the concerns. But that being said, we can only manage them in a orderly fashion. It's a requirement, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, before you talk too much, I think it's wholly appropriate and it's usual for an elected to not allow recording in a community gathering, and I think you're still being recorded, and I think that's an aggressive, distasteful move in a community gathering, and I think you're doing the right thing.
So actually, I'll just leave it up to you, Tony. Do you want
He was
to?
I appreciate it. I'm gonna
unelected.
record it, yeah.
Okay, well, then we're excited.
Come on.
Wake
let's
up.
just say-
This is, bro, this is community.
Let's just carry on.
You know,
Let's carry on.
Are you a member here at the Legion?
I am, as a matter of
Oh,
fact.
they
yeah.
should know about your
You're
behavior.
being ridiculous.
They should
I'm
know
not being
about your
ridiculous.
behavior.
I am not.
You're one person in a room of 30.
Carry on.
There's a lot of us who like to see.
Yeah, there's some
Well, if
people,
it's not recorded, are you gonna die?
there's some people who cannot be here that would like to hear what he has to say.
It's so disrespectful to people who
It
are
is
being
disrespectful.
It's actually disrespectful
Well,
that our
I'm
elected
gonna
official
stop it.
will
It's
not
not recorded.
It's extremely standard.
That is why I didn't vote for you. I said,
If you
that's the reason.
Honestly, now that I know.
This is exactly why I Luke got
Only one
elected.
thought.
This is exactly why Luke got elected.
That, I can record that too, if you want. I'm not afraid of you. You ask people why they didn't vote for you. and I-
Can you not talk, like, we can't hear him, we can't hear him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marlon, that was my responsibility.
So one of the reasons they're saying that we're here to get the information.
The next time, just the next time, to their house.
Is anything you're gonna say new, or is it regurgitated positions that have not been heard by us?
I'm just finding out.
Yeah.
This is just a conversation. So what I say,
It's probably gonna be in the
use it
reasons.
somewhere.
Yeah, they've already said.
I don't know if it's in the city. I don't think it's-
Call you and I'll put my name.
Yeah.
And sometimes that one comment, I don't know, some, whatever reason.
Right.
Did you call?
My point is, what you're probably gonna say is stuff you said before.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the
So there's a manipulative moment. I don't even,
Resistance movement.
Yeah.
Tony, how are
He
you?
won't have any respect for
I have friends that love chatting that way. I don't have to do that.
I know, it's like too much alcohol or something.
I'd say the same thing to you.
No, I'm talking about you as the former mayor. What's wrong
I
with
know,
I recorded it all.
it's so embarrassing.
It's okay. I don't know what we're gonna say.
I mean, why are you part of this whole resistance movement? We respected
Was
you
an
very
activist
well.
before I was on the council, and I'm an activist now that I'm on the council, just like you.
It's just like weird behavior. It's not activism, it's very, very weird
Bizarre from the
behavior.
past mayor.
Yes, you will.
Borderline
It's very,
psycho.
very weird.
Thank you for your time.
What? It's a real bummer. It's not Encinitas. This is what we,
Started.
Encinitas, that's for sure.